All right, good Wednesday practice. Red area third down day as usual. Got some good focus. Certainly a lot to clean up, but our guys are amped and ready to go.
It's like McCaskill's going to be cleared to play. You don't know if he's going to play how much or not, but just what does he bring to the table and the challenges it presents for a new guy at that position?
Yeah, well, for the run game standpoint, right, he's a guy that's been able to run the ball really well, had a lot of success for this team in the past. I think he's a hard runner, runs runs like Derrick Henry-esque, and that'll be a great challenge for us. So we certainly have to be ready for him if he's out there.
How big is this weekend for you from a recruiting standpoint?
Yeah, we'll have a lot of people here. I know our crowd's going to be amazing, but we're going to have a ton of great people that can help us in the future that we need to make a great impact on.
How have the last few days gone in terms of cleaning up the penalty stuff that you guys talked about?
We'll see on Saturday.
Yeah,
we'll see on Saturday.
Was there one in particular that bothered you most from last week, Dan?
Anything that's happened post-snap, right? It drives me nuts when we have post-snap penalties plays outside the whistle. There's going to be aggressive penalties, within the framework of the game at times, but we can't be having those penalties that cost us after the snap.
How pleased are you with the speed of your defense through 3 games?
Pleased, but anxious for more growth, right? Certainly anxious for more growth, and I think we're getting there closer and closer each week.
With what he did this offseason, how pleased are you with Bryce Betcher's play through the first 3 weeks?
Yeah, I love Bryce. I mean, he's earned every opportunity he's gotten. Nothing's been handed to that guy. He had a long track to go to get his way to where he was on the field, and he's earned that. He's done a great job.
Your thoughts on the thermo-reactive cleats that the players will be wearing this week?
They look cool. Yeah, they look really cool. I mean, I think that's a great representation of what it's like to be at Oregon and be connected with a place like Nike and how much they do for us and how they make an impact on our program, because those are pretty neat. And what I love about it is when these guys are wearing them at practice, I can tell if they're practicing hard, right? If their cleats aren't turning colors, then we got a problem, right? Better than the GPS sometimes.
What have you made of Ross James punting? I know his average is over 50, kind of a small sample size, but your thoughts on how he's performed?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job. He's got to continue to bring that consistency that he's brought for us, but really pleased so far with the punts that he's hit.
What makes Jordan Dominic a threat on the edge, where you guys haven't faced a lot of premier edge guys just yet, but he's probably the most productive? What makes him a challenge in that?
Yeah, I think it's motor, right? The guy goes hard consistently, and they operate with some different techniques on the edge. At times they're attached to the tackle, and at times they're sprinting up the field. So they're going to pass rush probably more than what we've seen from some other guys. Similar probably to Texas Tech at times, but he does a good job.
This being the biggest matchup the team has faced so far this season, it being Pac-12 play, it being Colorado, just what have your conversations with the team been like about distractions outside of football?
Play the game, not the occasion, right? And it's another game. It's a different game. It's a worthy opponent. They're really a good team, but play the game, right? Play your game.
I don't know if I've asked you yet. Do you know Dion well, or have you guys crossed paths over the years?
No, I don't know him well. I know of him, obviously, like everyone knows of him. We actually, when I was at Georgia, I got to be around Shedeur a few times, and he was, recruited by us. So very familiar with him, but don't know him personally.
What are your impressions of Shedeur during that process? Just how you've seen him grow since?
Well, I think he's absolutely grown as a player, right? He's, a guy that makes a tick for them on offense. He's operating at a really high level. Like I said before, Sean Lewis has done a phenomenal job with that offense. He creates a lot of issues, and he has him playing at a really high level as well.
Going to ask you your memories of Coach Prime as a player back in the day, and what you remember there is
the high step. Yeah, I remember the high step, man. I mean, dynamic returner, dynamic guy. When he's matched up, it's going to be hard to complete a pass.
What has it been like recruiting against him in their operation, Danny? Because they're so public in a lot of things that they do, I would say it's probably a bit unique in that way. But from your perspective on the recruiting trail, what is it like recruiting against them right now?
It doesn't change a lot of our process, but it's fun when there's other people in the conference that are recruiting at a high level, right? But it doesn't change a lot of our process. They do a good job. They go after premier players, but so do we.
You coached with Nick Williams back in the day when he was first starting at Georgia. Just what did you perhaps teach him that you'll probably be seeing this weekend, and things that kind of stick out about him to you?
I didn't teach Nick a lot. He's a great worker. He does a good job. He's relentless. It'll be fun to see him out there this weekend.